Hello and welcome back to our YouTube channel. This is our first video of 2025 and what a boat to video. It's pretty chilly, it's January, I'm cold and I'm having to hold the mic by my face, but we are on this lovely 2009 V42, so keep watching. It's had numerous upgrades all the way through, some of which are absolutely superb, so keep watching and we're going to give you a full tour. Right then, so first video of 2025. As I said in the introduction, this is a very special boat that's had a number of recent updates. And what we'll do in this video is we'll go through the boat and tell you all about the updates. And we'll start down here on the transom. Now, I did mention in the intro that the boat's got a brand new black hull, and you can see that in the running footage, the drone, she looks fantastic. And you'll also spy this beautiful diamond stitch silver tex upholstery. So the boat's been completely reupholstered. You've got this triple section of cushion here on the sun pad, which makes moving it really easy because it's in 3 pieces. And the quality of the finish of this is absolutely superb. You can really tell this has been done by a professional. It's been done very, very nicely. You've got the contrast piping here. And then you walk through, hopefully the wind's not too bad for the audio, you walk through up into the cockpit, and as you can see, all of this upholstery is brand new last season. It's a blue with a contrast of grey. You've got a brand new teak cockpit last season as well, which is lovely. It's very smooth, and that's one of the problems of a boat of this age, as you'll know if you've been looking, is that often the teak is rather rough, whereas on here, because it's been replaced, it's in brilliant condition. You've got your transom gate here, very much Princess quality, so it gives you a bit of sense of safety if you are running with people in the cockpit, which is nice. And then on the port side here, we've got a wet bar, so we've got a chiller plate in here with 4 bottles of water. I mean, that's a rarity. Usually it's full of booze, but maybe it's time of year. And then forward of this, you've also then got your wet bar area. So you've got electric griddle here, we've got a tap here with a hot and cold control, so that's base here. And you know, we've just jumped straight on board this boat this morning. We haven't done any prep work. This is how we found her, and you'll see she's in really good condition. Huge storage area in there, bits and pieces in there, which is quite nice. And then you've got cup holders dotted around as well. I really like this teak table. We've got the teak edge table with the Princess logo here. I think it looks really smart, very practical as well, wiped down. One thing with the Princess, you'll notice you've got this really nice view aft once you come into the cockpit. So into the cockpit here, we've got that wraparound seating section, but it's only a V42, and it's amazing how much space is on this boat. I actually mentioned this boat to a client last week who's been looking at bigger boats and said he needs to come and see this one. Got the V42 branding there up on the glass, which looks nice. And then looking above, you've got these latest or later editioned strip lights. So I keep seeing things that are all new. You've got speakers here as well, brand new audio system, but you've got these recessed LED lights here on the ceiling, and the hardtop's all been replaced as well. So you can see this finish, this material on the inside of the hardtop is all in superb condition, which, as you may know, if you've been looking at the V42s and similar, is not the case. Up at the helm, you know I like to talk about the helm because it's a very important area. The helm itself has also had a complete sort of refurb. We've got a huge Ramian plotter down here, so a huge Axiom plotter. See here, we're based in Torquay. You can see here we're actually in the Marina. We're just on the visitors pontoon, which hasn't actually been added yet to the nav maps. But it's a very smart, it's been repainted. We've got this carbon fibre effect here as well. All been redone. Only thing missing at the moment is the centre for the steering wheel. You might notice that, but that is on the order, so that will be put in there. Bow and stern thrusters, so replaced controller for those. And then you've got these twin Raymarine screens here located into this recess, and that you can select on here what information you want, fuel flow. We've got depth on here. It's not actually 6 metres here, it might be to be fair. And speed over ground. Engine instrumentation up forward. The engine hours are 5:50-ish. I've just taken a photo. So they will obviously change because the boat is in use, but not done many hours. The boat's got the twin Volvo D6 370, so great engines for this boat. Helm seats have also been reupholstered. They've got that George shared bolster there, which I quite like. And then you can see, as with the rest of the upholstery, all in that lovely diamond stitch. So I think what I'll do now, we're going to take the boat back to the berth in a minute and we'll do the internal video. But I'll just leave you with a bit of a overview of the cockpit. So we've got a huge sun pad here. We've got this lovely wraparound seating section. We've got I haven't actually mentioned this, the port side sort of co-pilot area, chaise longue, which again is all reupholstered. That's a lovely spot to sit and watch what's going on. And then you've got your helm seat. So as a boat, this is a really, really practical layout in the cockpit. And the condition of this, as I said, it's got latest stereo, updated nav gear, new upholstery, new teak, new hull, and you haven't even seen downstairs yet. So keep watching, and I'll take you down there, and you'll be impressed with the condition down there too. So yeah, keep watching. We are now back on the home berth here at Torquay for this V42. And as I mentioned up in the saloon, this boat has had so much work done to it, and it continues down below as well. You can see here we've got a lovely light oak finish, really nicely updated with some fresh carpet, fresh upholsteries, fresh linings where needed, new kit where needed, and it really shows. The boat feels like a new boat, it really does. You've got these synthetic stairs which have all been replaced coming down into the saloon, and then you've got the synthetic decking on the galley there itself. It looks to me like a brand new fridge has been fitted, you can see there, and then you've got practicality, you've got storage here. The boat's control panel, as you'd expect from Princess, everything here you possibly need. So you've got all the controls here for the boat. So you can see we've got 240 volts coming in. We've got the lights on, we've got the battery charger on, that type of thing. She does have a generator, so here's the selector for using whether generator power or shore power, depending on what source of 240 volt supply you've got. Yeah, it just all feels very, very clean indeed. I mentioned the new stereo. You can see here, it's probably not on, but you've got a brand new Fusion stereo there, which is linked to those, I believe they're Fusion signature speakers up top. The saloon itself has got really good head height. You might have noticed from the video, the boat is quite tall in the bow, and as a result, you've got lots of head height down here. Carpet's all been replaced. You've got this black, gloss panel black here, facing the saloon seating, and then you've got the television recessed into there with a bit of storage or an area if you wanted to put a console, that type of thing. Underneath here you've got a lit drinks cabinet, which is very smart indeed, very Princess. And then you'll see here we've got two cabins. So we've got forward cabin up forward there, we've got an aft cabin through there, which is a twin. So let's start by showing you the forward cabin. Now I mentioned that head height, and that head height is quite important on this, running all the way forward. So right up into the forward cabin here, you've got good head height, good room. You've got practicality in here, you've got hanging wardrobe spaces, you've got storage on these top lockers here as well. The portholes are a good size. You'll see letting lots of natural light in, and looking at the linings here, they've all been updated, they've all been modernised, and they really do show very nicely indeed. This is an ensuite cabin, so if I just turn the camera around here, you'll see you've got this large walk-in shower here with teak flooring, and then you've got an electric flush domestic toilet system, and there's mirrored cabinets, there's actually storage behind those, so a really nice sized ensuite for this size of boat. There is heating as well, there's Eversparker heating, so you might have spotted the vents around, but it has got Eversparker heating. Take you through into the aft cabin, and interestingly, I can walk all the way in here. This is an ensuite cabin as well, so you'll see here, if I just open that door, you've got your ensuite. So you've got, I believe the toilets have all been updated. Check the specification for that, but they certainly look like they have. And then you've got these two really good sized twin berths here. Now, yes, they are underneath the cockpit sole, but they're a really good size for a twin berth, twin bed on a boat. That is almost, I would say, a good size single that you probably get in a more of a domestic environment. Everything feels very dry. You've got this nice shelf ledge area here, and then you've also got your own hanging wardrobe space in this aft cabin. So, as boats go for this size, it's very, very impressive indeed. I just wanted to pop up here, excuse my shoes and jacket. I'll just show you where the engine room access here. So engine room access on this boat is through this hatch here in the cockpit. So if I just lift this up here, try and do it all one-handed, it's already open. So you can see here, I mentioned a second ago, you've got your generator. And then she is twin Volvo D6 370s. Now, I'm going to try and jump down there actually, because I think it should be fairly easy. But give you an idea, there's actually some good space down here. So it's a nice amount of space here to work. I've got the generator just here by my left arm, but the engines have just been running, so they're nice and warm. She performed lovely. She's very, very quiet. I have to say, when we were coming back into the Marina at sort of 15, 20 knots, she was lovely and quiet. It's a real, I've actually commented to Mark, the skipper, how quiet she was. But the engines have all been looked over. You can see here, she was actually serviced on the 17th of the 6th, 2024. It's always nice to see that written on the filters. You've got your battery charger down here, etc, etc. So I'll just try and get back up here, give you a view of that nice new teak I mentioned earlier on. The garage, I did take a quick picture of the garage earlier on, but she does have a garage on board this boat. Give you a quick look around the exterior. She has a garage, she's got a really nice looking transom. You'll have seen that in the running shots and videos, but she shows really, really nicely. If I just have a quick walk forward, we've just crewed the boat, we've just brought it back in. You've got teak side decks here, easy boat to get around. So you've got a nice high pulpit all the way around. And we've, like I say, it's pretty breezy here today, but there was 3 of us on board, but it was very straightforward. And she manoeuvred very nicely with that bow and stern thrusters. The hull itself, like I say, has all been updated, repainted, and looks fantastic with that black finish. Little things like you've got nice matching fenders and little things like that I think really do give you an idea of just how well this boat's shown for sale. So, or presented for sale I should say. I think it's probably a good opportunity, I'll just show you a quick over the helm, got the helm covers back on there now, to just wrap this one up. I've got lots of content, lots of ideas for 2025 to come. If you want to see any more ideas or you want to give us some ideas, we would really appreciate it. So if you've watched this video all the way through, thank you. Do give us a thumbs up, do subscribe to the channel, and even leave us a comment. We do really appreciate those too. We're off to Dusseldorf next week, so we've got Dusseldorf Boat Show starting next weekend, the 18th, so that's going to be a busy one, lots of content for you coming there, and we look forward to seeing you again soon. So thanks for watching, and let's go 2025.